Everyone says the holidays like a real Christmas tree. You smell the smell and you just think the holidays are here. So if you need to know, how do you know which tree to buy? We've got Frank Ferragine here with tips. I love the idea of a real tree. I grew up going out to the tree farms and cutting it down with my whole family. Now we have an artificial one because they're a little bit easier. But let's talk about what you need to think about when you're picking one.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the benefits too. So if you think faux versus real, from an environmental perspective, which is the best tree?
I don't know. I mean, is it better to stay away from the tree farms? Is it better to just go artificial? Because these, you know, they go through a season and then you're throwing them out in the trash.
So they're kind of they're kind of like a head of lettuce, right? And what I mean by that, they're farmed, right? So they're farmed for production. They're actually replanted after that. They're actually providing oxygen while they're growing, habitat for wildlife. Once they're actually done with, a lot of the times they go to municipalities where they're mulched back down, they're put back into compost.
So they're good for
so they actually do that whole circle. Whereas a faux tree often ends up in a landfill, won't break down, and sometimes where the faux trees are coming from, we actually don't even know what they're made from.
Right. Synthetic materials and stuff that might not be great.
Yeah. So a lot of the times, if you look at faux versus real, from an environmental perspective, the real's better. Faux really makes a big difference if you're not going to be around for the holidays, and maybe you're leaving right away. Faux is really smart because these guys, if they dry out, become a fire hazard. So what you really want to make sure is, number one, am I going to be around to make sure that I keep this well watered? That's the key. So first we'll do selection. So when it comes to selecting the tree, one of the easiest tips, often people go to tree lots, and I sold Christmas trees for a long time. I'm going to tell you, people that would make me look at every time, I'd be standing there with a tree and they go, can you turn it around? And then they do the other tree, and it's like -10, right? And I'd be there going, just buy the friggin' tree. So, and then they would make me bang the tree like this, okay? Because they want to see how many needles drop. You don't have to bang a tree to drop needles, okay? It's honestly going to drop some needles anyways, but what you want to do, come on over here. I just want you to take your thumb and your finger and pull down on that. Pull down. So you're just going to take your thumb and then pull down on that.
Like that?
Yep. And if no needles come off, but if no needles while you're pulling, if no needles are
coming off.
Right? That shows you a fresh tree.
Oh, so this is fresh.
So if I was to pull this and all the needles were to come off of my finger,
it's dry.
Get rid of that tree.
Yeah, get out of there.
Okay?
Okay, good. No, you don't need to bang the tree anymore.
No bang of the tree.
Okay, don't do it.
There's several different varieties. There's spruce, there's balsam fir, and this is a Fraser fir. So the Fraser fir is the Cadillac of fresh trees. The reason why it makes it the Cadillac is, number one, it has a nice little blue-green foliage on the back of the plant itself. So while you're decorating, it's going to give you a nice color.
I'm just going to do it from this angle so we can see it, but you can see it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like a shiny, silvery color.
Fragrance.
Smells good.
Really good fragrance. Needle retention. That's what you want to know. Needle retention. They hold their needles really good. Also, a little bit stronger of a stem. You'll notice with fresh trees, some of your larger ornaments, a lot of the balsam will actually bend down larger ornaments. So this is a better tree for larger ornaments. Next thing, after you select that tree, so Fraser fir would be my best. It's a little bit more money, but it's worth the money overall. Key. So before you put a tree in a stand, you want to do a fresh cut on the bottom. About a couple inches.
Why do you do this?
So that's to open up that stem, that stalk, so that it can accept water. So many fresh cut trees are actually cut in late fall, and then they're stacked. They seal. And even though they're called a fresh cut, it's been weeks before that they haven't been cut. So you want to cut it again to open it up. Then you want to get a stand like this stand here that has a large water capacity. So it has a big water basin. This tree here could maybe take, and when you first put it in the stand.
So you can see inside there, there's a lot of room for water. Perfect.
In the first couple days, it may drink that entire vessel of water maybe twice.
It's very thirsty right in the beginning.
And you'll notice on sunny days it's more thirsty. The other thing that I like about this stand is this right here screws onto the base of the tree. So then when you put it into the stand, it actually makes it totally straight up and down.
Oh, it does.
So I don't know if you've ever tried to shim it and things like that,
tell me about it. Are you kidding me? It used to be like one of us at the bottom of the tree, my dad at the top, trying to get it to be straight,
and then the
back and forth.
And then the cat walks on it and it pulls the tree over.
That's right.
Oh, it's kind of crazy.
That is smart.
So big stand, big water capacity. You want to make sure you get a good quality one. This is Canadian made, but Canadian US made doesn't matter as long as they have that big water capacity. Water, water, water.
Water, water, water. How much? Like how often? Because sometimes you can't get in there all the time to check. Do you really have to get in there all the time to check?
Well, there are some stands now that actually have sensors that will beep.
Oh, that would be amazing.
They'll let you know when the water's low.
That's good.
If some of those sensors you can get as well now. So the stands are evolving as time, but you got to make sure you check. Put water in every day. Put water in every day. Put water in every day.
Okay.
And then for people out there that are thinking about the potted Christmas tree, the little guys, the potted ones, they can only come indoors about 2 days before Christmas, decorate them, and then 2 days after Christmas, put them back outside. You don't want them you don't want them indoors too long because all of a sudden they'll start flushing, start growing, and then you put them out in the cold and they're like, whoa, what are you doing? and they die.
Okay, because I wanted one of those for in my kitchen.
Yeah, so if you want,
but limited.
If you want one of those, get a Norfolk Island pine. That's a tropical plant that looks like a Christmas tree, but isn't a Christmas tree.
So it's okay for inside the house.
Yeah, Norfolk Island pine is what you want to do for that.
Can I ask you something about the water? Do you put sugar in there?
So
is that a myth?
It's a myth. Studies have shown as long as the water's clean and you're putting water at a greater frequency, that's what you need to do. Another reminder too for pets, some pets, if they actually ingest some of the fresh trees, they can get sick. So just a word of warning to watch out for your pets during the Christmas season as well.
Okay, fair enough. I love that. Really good tips. Now, you've got the 4 secrets to making your tree last even longer this year. So we're going to tell you right now, you can go to our website at cityline.tv. We've got our holiday countdown there. Our daily videos will keep you on track and stress-free this season, and that's what we all want. A big thank you to Sheridan Nurseries for these incredible fresh trees. Thank you, Frankie.